Welcome back. This is Nicolbw, and we are on Agrarian Skies. So, a lot has happened lately, and I got a little carried away, but you can't fault me for that. This mod pack has been a lot of fun. So if we look around, there are some things that are different, but first and foremost, we want to get something started. So let's get the 16 million storage started crafting, because we finally have enough stuff to make one. So I have gotten most of the stuff prepared. I did not go ahead and make the processors. I probably should have done that. But I did make sure we had enough silicone and enough of the nether quartz pulverized, and so that should be working. So hopefully that'll be done by the end of our episode today. And so let's go through the book, because I did kind of get a little carried away and did a few things off camera which I shouldn't have done, but I don't know. So I am using the bookbinder because I had to keep going back and forth, and it's a lot easier when it only takes one inventory slot. So let's go ahead and look. So the Hell's Kitchen, we only have the leafy greens left in that, and if we look, we have 48,000. So we are just shy of 2,000 left to get. I have my harvester going and made sure we have some fertilizer. I also hooked up 4 autonomous activators over there with some bone meal, and I have item ducts underneath going into the tesseract that's underneath the harvester. So hopefully that will be done by the end. I need to fix my mouse. Hopefully that'll be done by the end of the episode as well. So that way we can get this one done. Now, bees and trees, I cannot remember at what point we left off with that. But if we go back here, we did make these, and we set up the industrial apiaries. We made genetic sampler and genetic imprinter. Again, it's just look up the recipe in NEI and craft those up. Let's see, we had to make one of each of these, turned it in. Tree breeding, you had to make one of each of these things, and I had to wait for silky propolis and then centrifuge that to get the silk wisp. Yeah, silk wisp, and then put those in a carpenter to make the silk mesh, I think is what it's called, and to make these things, the things for that. So it was a lot of different steps, but it's pretty simple. You just make the items, craft them up. I don't know what to pick. I think we should pick one of the pollens, but I'm not sure which one. So we get banana pollen and hill cherry. I'm thinking the blue maho pollen. I think I'll have to look that up. And the next one, we're going to need some different combs. Oh gosh, a stack of each one. I didn't even look. So that one's going to take a while because I don't have the breeds of bees to make those. So that, and then we only have 2 left after that. That's cool. Let's see, you're a wizard, Steve. Okay, this is where I got carried away. Okay, we had stopped at what, like this one? I think where we had to make the divination sigil. I think that's where we stopped. And then the alchemic chemistry set, and then we had to make one of each of these things. This one takes like 2 of these, and this is just putting a bottle in the altar, I think. So let me show you what I did to the altar. I hooked up an auto spawner, and it has a villager safari net in there. So and then I have conveyor belts to bring them all forward. Then they drop down one, so that way they all kind of stay right there next to the altar. And then I get my handy dandy little dagger of sacrifice out and kill them next to it. Now, because I have all of these ruins of sacrifice, I also have I have a level 4 altar now. I also have ruin of augmented capacity, and I have more of these, but these don't count yet, I don't think. And then we have the efficiency runes that we got from the challenges or the quests, and speed runes that we made. We get a lot. Like, it's about 5,000 LP per villager. So, and this holds like 45,000 LP. So it doesn't take very many, but a lot of the later things that you have to do require like 30,000 or whatever. So you do need the ruin of augmented capacity to be able to do some of the later ones. So yeah, this is my switch to turn the Tesseract off and on. I have the cable running down. We can take a look. Woo! Take a look at that. I also put a sound muffler under here. So we have it running, and it goes up to the Tesseract to turn it off and on. It does, when you turn it on, it will fill the power up in the auto spawner, so you don't need to have it on for very long, and it'll keep running for a little while after you turn it off. So yeah, that's the altar. And let's see, what were we looking at? Yeah, so we made those, and a couple of these I accidentally went ahead and turned in. Well, it looks like a lot of them I did. Altar upgrades, we had to do the ruins, and the magician's blood orb, we had to make that. And useful sigils, we had to do sigil of the Green Grove and an air sigil. And then bound and tied. Yeah, bound and tied. You had to make a ritual of the full spring and then a bound blade. And in order to get the blood rune blocks there, you had to make the bound blade and actually use it. But in order to do this quest, I had to turn it in so I could get my bound blade back. But never fear, I have not turned in any of my bags, and I still have my hearts. I haven't done anything with those. I just put the potions up there. None of them were flight, and I have my sigils there. And that. So I had to make a weak activation crystal, and I had to do the ritual of binding, I think is what it's called. So you put a diamond sword on the center block here and activate it with that weak blood orb. I think not the weak blood orb, the weak activation orb, I think is what it's called. And then lightning comes down, and if you're standing too close, you get damaged, and it turns into the dagger of sacrifice. So that was kind of cool to see. And then, which I say and didn't videotape it, but when you guys do it, it's super easy, it's super simple, and yeah. So I had the master ritual stone. What is it called? The master ritual stone. So you just place it down, and then if you have these ritual stones in your inventory, you just right click it with that little divining rod looking thing. This thing, the ritual of binding, or I have it set to the ritual of binding. This, this thing. So you just right click it with that, and it places the blocks down for you, which is nice. You don't have to keep looking up how to place them and anything like that. So super easy. So, and then you had to make the bloodstone bricks. So, and I turned those in so that way, oops, gosh darn it, I could put them on. Oh, I think you had to turn in extras. Yeah, you did. So, and I went ahead and put them on, made it a level 4. So we have that section done. Excuse me. So here I have updated to the Agrarian Skies version 2.1.7, I think it is, and which is the latest one as of now. And they've changed the book a little. This line was not connected here. It was connected here. And you had to have, in order to do this, you had to have a great wood sapling. But this came up, and you did have to have a great wood sapling for it. And it was a consumed task, but you got it back. So if you look in, the Thaumanomicon for the Great Wood. Oh no, that's not it. How do I get back? Where's it at? In here? No. In here? No. In here? Here it is. It's very complicated. The instability is dangerous. You need a lot of elements just to make one sapling. And it looked bad. And I've seen other people do it in videos, and it doesn't look very fun. And I'm not having fun with Thaumcraft. It is not a mod that I enjoy whatsoever. So what I decided to do is I grabbed some gold, and we had the peck, I had a peck spawn over in my tree farm, and I grabbed him with a safari net, put the auto spawner, spawned like 3 of them, threw down some gold until one of them wanted to trade with me, and I kept trading with him until I had like 10 of the great wood saplings, and I got a few extra stuff. And this guy just will not despawn. All the other ones despawned, but that guy that I traded with, he will not despawn. He wants more gold, I think. So I also, in here, I had went to the nether and grabbed a wither skeleton with a safari net so I could get wither skulls. And I opened this up to 2 blocks high, and turned the grinder off and just killed him with a sword. I had made a new sword. It is made out of manilian, and I gave it beheading so that way I could kill the wither skeletons with it. And I ended up with 14 skulls, and because you need at least 4 nether stars, but I think you need more than that. But yeah, I ended up stopping at 14. So I ended up leveling it up completely in that time to kill all of those nether guys. So let's see. What else? Okay, so this was a pain in the butt to make. And this is what started me not liking this mod. So the alchemical furnace is not too difficult. The arcane alembic, they're not too hard. But you need 3 of them, plus you need 1 for this, plus you need 1 for this, or you need 2 of them for this. So, and then you need 1 of these for this, and you needed great wood logs, and it's just going on and on and on, and it was just kind of a pain, and I don't know. And then there's this one where you had to do the Essentia tubes. These were not hard at all. These were actually pretty easy. Then, I should turn these in, so I don't have to look at them ever again. What do I want? Niter, Golem animation cores. You know what? Let's do the Golem animation cores. Brains. This one was difficult. The brain in a jar, you have to use the, let's fly over here so you can see. You have to use this setup thing. It's the first time I've ever used it. First time I've ever used it. I can't get that thing to work correctly for me. I can't set it up to where it just I have to walk around. I can't set it up with the tubes where it'll just go into the jars. It only will do 1 jar at a time. For some reason, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have no idea. I keep getting all this extra of the granum stuff. So much of that stuff. Just to do, and I have another jar over here. Just to do it's just a pain. And I messed up the brain, and I forgot to put the stuff in the jars, and I tried to stop it, and it just wouldn't stop, and it kept going and kept going, and finally I had to break that middle thing there, and it exploded and knocked the dirt out, so I had to rebuild it, and it was a pain. Oh gosh, it was such a pain. So let's get the reward for that. The wood golems are not too bad. They're all done in the little cauldron thing, but they're kind of a pain as well, because some of them need, you have to have the golem animation cores, and in order to get those you have to have like the niter stuff, not the niter, the other one. Anyway, so it's just a lot of crafting and crafting and crafting and crafting, and I kept messing it up, and it kept overflowing with the purple goo because it wasn't doing it right. I think I was going too fast is what I figured out what I was doing. But I finally got all of those. So, by the way, this stuff here took me all day. Like, I worked on it for probably a good 7 or 8 hours yesterday because I was so frustrated. I just wanted to get it done and over with, and so I just kept working until I got it done. There's no way I could have possibly put this on video because I kept messing up, and it was very frustrating, and I had to keep taking breaks. It was awful. So this stuff is a lot of work. This was the easiest and the best one. I so much rather prefer the Blood Magic over Thaumcraft. So I know a lot of people really like Thaumcraft. I just don't. It's too confusing to me, I guess. So you need 16 lamps of fertility, 16 lamps of growth, 16 golem animation cores for the little harvest, I think it is, and 16 of the gather golem animation cores, and then 3 of the magician's blood orbs, which is just a block of gold and 30,000 life points. Not hard for that one. So these were major pain, but I got it done finally. So let's select this. We get 5 more R nodes, which I'm not looking forward to. This is the last thing I've got to do in this whole thing. The staff core of the Primal. Now, from what I've heard, and I've had to do research on this, you have to research all of the, where's it at? Up here. You have to research all of these, which I finally did. I had to, or I kept having problems with getting enough of the elements to be able to research them. So I had to go to the nether and fly around and find more and more and more ore nodes, because I kept losing ordo and air were the two that I needed the most. So apparently you have to make this Greatwood staff core, I'm assuming, with this Primal Charm. And you can't make it until you hold the Primal Charm in your inventory until you get inspired by it or something like that. So I have, where's it at? I have the Primal Charm and the Greatwood Rod. That's freaky. I thought I heard something when I moused over it. And so I guess I could make it. And then you have to scan the projectile that comes out of it so you can get the research to be able to make the other thing. I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like a lot of work. So we have 92. Let's see how we're doing. Okay. Ooh, we only need one more of these, so we're doing okay. How's the lettuce doing? Ooh, we're almost there. Yay, we only need like what, 23 more. Awesome. Okay, good. Okay, at least we'll get that done today. Let's go ahead and put these on so we can get 2 more of those. We have 5 more hearts. 97. We're almost at 100. So let's, we have golems. We have so many golems. Wow. Okay, so we have great woods, and that we'll put these in here as well. Well, it's in our, you know what, let's not do the legendary yet. Let's do the greater bags first. Wooden sword, tallow golem, imp skin, machine frames, those I'll probably use. Ruin of Sacrifice, don't need, and saplings do not need, no, nor do I want. Ugh. Okay, let's put these in here. Let's put those and those in there. Let's put this up here. The imp skin we are going to go put in the trash. And I do not want these, and I don't think we can turn them into dirt, so I'm going to trash those as well. I can always bone meal grass to get more seeds and saplings and stuff. Not a big deal. Okay, so let's look at our epic bags. Dust. Don't need that. Pearls. Okay, so now we can make some stuff from mariculture without actually having to grow pearls. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's put the pearls away. The dust we'll need to process. What is this? Spongy sticks. Okay, I don't know what those do. So let's look at our legendary bag. Fire resistance potion. Okay. I have enough of those. So let's put those away. The dust, I guess we'll just keep them on us. You know what? Let's put them in these. I don't care about getting extra from them because we're getting we have a lot of metals. Let's and one more. Okay, Okay, so let's look in here. So that's the last one for that. We are 95% done with that. Woohoo! The Hell's Kitchen we will be done with in a little bit. For the hoarding, we are doing this one. We still have the cobble and the dirt. So the cobble, we're over 9 million. So that's good. The dirt, not so much. We need about 700,000, I think, or somewhere around there. 50,000. Woohoo! Let's get some of this. That's not what I want. We should probably do this a better way. You know what? Let's do this a better way. One of those. A bus and a cable. Oh, we don't need a... We don't need it. Okay, we need this book out. Let's do this. Select the task. Put it on there. Put that there. Move stacks. And we'll do that, and we'll just kind of keep an eye on it while we're down here. We'll look at this stuff. There it goes. Okay, so as that's going, so yeah, we have those 3 things left there. Go with the flow. I was able to do a lot of the different things. So we got, now that we have the laser drill, we were getting a lot of the niter, so I was able to make the 160 buckets of gelid cryothium that we needed. So limestone or reward bag? We have a lot of limestone, so let's go with the reward bag. We get spawn blizz. Oh joy! Now that I don't need it. But I'll probably use the spawn and then use a safari net on him, so that way we can spawn as many of them as we want. Seed oil, yay! I used as many of the melon seeds that I could, and then I switched over to the wheat seeds. We'll get purple princess and attuned drones. We don't need the purple anymore, but okay. We don't really need these. These are super easy to make. Let's go with the reward bag and see what we get. Ethanol. I set up a fermenter and fermented saplings because we had like 45,000 oak saplings, and then you have to set up a still and put the biofuel, biomass in and make ethanol. So we were able to do that. Let's go with the reward bag. I don't know what we would use the natural gas for. I don't know. Honey, we've gotten enough honey drops that we were able to do that. Plus we have thousands more honey drops left over. Do we want another purple princess? Or, well, we have that thaumium scoop with repair, so we definitely don't need that. We just got a purple princess, which we can make more of. So let's go with the reward bag. Okay, so now we just need liquid bees, and we need fueling the void, which you have to make biofuel. So I was waiting until the lettuce finished. Are we done with the lettuce yet? No. Okay. So I was waiting till the lettuce finished. I'm going to switch over the farm to make carrots and potatoes, wheat, melons. I'm trying to think of all different kinds of things that we could put in there to do the biofuel and make that. So we need, it looks like 1,600 buckets of biofuel. Holy cow. So, and then for the liquid bees, the B&A, we need 100 buckets of that. We have opened the end. I have not taken a look at it yet. Let's look in bragging rights because I finished the Mine Factory Reloaded. We only needed the chunk loader and I was able to do that. So the rest of the stuff we have not done yet. We need to kill wither skeletons for the blood magic and for the vanilla. And then the bee, we need 100,000 drones, and we don't have that yet. So we just need to let that run. So let's take a look. Are we done yet? We're almost done. Once that's done, we need to shut it off so we don't keep using up all of our lettuce, because whatever lettuce we have left over, we can turn into dirt. So I do have a plan for the dirt making. There's been a lot of talk on Reddit, and I've seen some videos of it on YouTube of making a platform, putting water down, and destroying the platform, letting the water run all the way down to the bottom. Okay, let's turn this off. So that one's done. Yay! So that one's completed. Yay! Okay. So okay, so then you build the platform. And I guess the higher you put it up in the sky, the more you'll get out of it. So you put it up high, you put water down, you let the water flow all the way down to the void, as low as it'll go. Then you put the endothermic pump down, which turns the water into stone, and then you put the ender quarry down. Do I have my ender quarry in the end, or in the nether? So I don't have. And then you put the ender quarry down, which will replace the stone with dirt, and you get the stone for your stone thing challenge. And then there's no way to automatically pick up the dirt. You're just not gonna have to go, and you can use the blood magic shovel if you want, or you can use the excavator from Tinker's Construct. So yeah, let's put that one on. I think that's the last one we need for that. We have MFR fan, so we need to make sure we put that up. We have another hoe of growth. We don't need the lettuce anymore. Let's put that up there. We have more bees. Unbelievable. Okay, let's put these in. Let's put one of those. Let's put them like that. We'll put the other bees in here for now. We'll make sure we put that up. Let's put our book back in there so we free up some room. We have greater and epic. Let's do the greater first. We got magnesium dust. I don't know what that does. Steadfast princess and drones. I don't know if those will be beneficial. I've never really bred bees before. And redstone. Oh, okay. The magnesium dust, from mariculture. Will that get you? I don't know what that gets you. Okay, let's do the epic bags. Instant health. Ooh, lots of different woods. Okay. Oh, nice. I've been wanting to make these because I have a couple bees that poison me. So those bees are not nice. Oh, I can't shift click them. Yeah, 'cause they're different. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to make a armor stand. I'll probably put it here so that way I can just click on it and yeah. And a 64K storage. Awesome. Let's go put that away in our thing. There we go. Although I could break that down and it will be helpful in our... that would give us one of the storage clusters and we would need less stuff. And we don't really need a 64K. let's do that. All right, awesome. So we need, it says we need 2. Not anymore. Update. Update. You only need 1. It'll get it. There we go. Is it still making it? I don't know. But maybe I have to reset it. That's alright. If it doesn't use it, that's not a big deal. Let's see. What can I use this magnesium? Salt and molten magnesium. Molten magnesium. What can I use this for? To make magnesium ingots. Ah. Okay, I can combine those two to make the titanium. Okay. We'll just put that in there. Let's put our flight potion, or our flight potion, our instant health potion away. Let's see. Well, okay, so we got the lettuce done, so that's good. I need to switch over the farm, and we need to wait until this is done because I kind of want to get that done in this episode. So I will be back when those things are done and ready to be turned in, and yeah, I'll be right back.